Welcome back, everybody, to All Sports Uncut, where we talk about sports, sports uncut. Sports?
All sports. Sports.
3 weeks in a row.
Yeah,
That was left-handed, too.
we're getting good. You went the offhand on that one.
I know.
Switch hit me on that high five.
All right, that was good.
But yes, this is our all sports segment of everything sports related.
Well, let's talk about it.
Lake Show, baby. Woo! Bringing it home.
Number 17, we hang up in the banner.
Yes.
Or the Raptors.
Lucky number 17. We should have they have Sweet 16. We should have a Sweet 17 party for the Lakers.
Also, it now ties them with the Boston Celtics with the most championships won.
Yes, and LeBron took home his 4th.
MVP.
Hopefully, next year he will take home his 5th.
Tying him with the
Tying the late Kobe.
Bryant.
And then, who knows, maybe he's got it in. How'd that feel, by the way?
Did you hear it?
I did. That was good. I'm a jealous man.
Okay.
And then maybe, hopefully, who knows, he can bring home his 6th, tying Mr. MJ.
If he can tie MJ, then he might just doubt everything now.
Because the one thing LeBron can say is he did it with different teams.
He did it with different teams. Also, LeBron did it with different coaches.
And
He also
Sporting
did
Cast.
and in Sporting Cast. I was about to say the Sporting Cast.
But really quick, let's touch a little bit on the actual last couple Laker games from the last time we saw you lovely, beautiful people. The Lakers were going into their game, I believe it was on Friday?
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night. They win, they can close it out there, and the Lakers just did not come to play, and the Heat were playing in survive mode.
Mm-hmm.
I got to watch about 90% of that game.
Yeah.
I got to see most of it. And the Lakers were just looking a hot mess. They were allowing, they were fouling at the 3-point line, letting them make it for 4-point plays. There was even one point in time there was a 6-point possession.
Yeah, that
by
was
the
ridiculous.
Heat. And, just like we said, if the Lakers don't come out in kill mode, they need to really watch out. And then on Sunday, Fun Day, the Lakers came out and kill mode, leading up 30 points by halftime, leading by more than 25 for most of the game. And they were just in kill mode. They were nothing anyone could do to stop that freight train. Train was coming through once. Train was coming through very, very hard.
Yeah.
On that one.
The Lakers, congratulations for that 17th title. As a diehard fan, as I've been for the majority of my life, it is fantastic to see another banner get raised. In Staples Center, we all do wish that we could have been there at Staples to, celebrate this. It is a great thing. It's a big thing for Los Angeles as a whole as we are going through this craziness as we're going through. It kind of stops everybody to say, okay, this is back to normal. This is good. This is what we needed. Also, I'm really happy to say that LeBron did win, again, 4-time champion, 4-time MVP, and his third team, 3 different head coaches he's won it with, and not only that, a different supporting cast all the time. I want you to... They played this statistic at the game. When he won his first title, it was with D. Wade and Bosh. Okay? Great supporting cast.
Yes, the Velociraptor.
Yes. And then he goes back to Cleveland, and he wins with K-Love and Kyrie. And he goes to Los Angeles. Doesn't have a whole lot to work with. Trades everybody away and wins it with Mr. AD, the Brow, who I hope, please, AD, long-term sign.
And let's also not forget Mr. Dwight Howard having a career resurgence this year.
Big career resurgence
on
for Dwight.
Patrol.
Also winning his first championship.
Yes, and AD as
winning
well.
First championship
winning
as well.
First championship, and then just a bunch of people for Lakers came and stepped up too.
Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, KCP in there.
KCP,
Rajon
Rondo.
So going the Caruso.
Just playing like a madman out there, just blocking everybody down.
Green from...
He did not have a good finals.
Yeah, I know, but through most of the playoffs, though, he was lining up at 3.
I really do wish we had Avery Bradley there. I know he decided to stay home.
And Boogie.
Boogie, thank you for your support that you brought into the season. I hope you do get a ring as well.
Now, here is the real question.
Okay, what's your question for me?
When's the next NBA season going to start?
See, that's the interesting thing.
When are they going to update all the rosters on NBA 2K21? Because I just bought mine.
All right.
And I'm going off of the old rosters here. They haven't done any new roster updating.
It's going to be interesting because right now, what is it? We're in October. We should be in the new season already.
Yeah, no, the new season should be starting right now. Is
it going to be like, hey, you guys get 2 weeks off, have a good time, and come back? Or is it
they still have to do the draft.
Oh, shit.
They still have to do the draft. They still have to do contracts. They still have to do their off-season stuff.
You still have to do free agency.
I mean, are they going to make some exceptions for this year? Because then the guys still need a rest, too.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys who went deep in the play. Because not every team started in the bubble.
True.
You know, a lot of those teams who were out of the playoffs, they were sent home.
And those teams who got done, who didn't even go to the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They didn't even get to, you know.
One of the teams that didn't even get into the bubble. I think there were like 4 teams.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the teams who were already out of the playoffs, like mathematically.
No. There were teams that went into the bubble who had the chance to make the playoffs who didn't make the playoffs.
Yeah, so
like the Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Like they're rested, they're ready to go.
Yeah, so that's what they're. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they start the season in January.
Yeah, I could see that.
Maybe Christmas Day starting the season, a little Christmas magic for everyone.
Hey, Christmas is a big day for the NBA, so let's see what happens.
The Lakers get to wear those Christmas whites.
Clean whites.
But, yeah, so that'll be interesting to see what's up and coming. I mean, same with NHL. NHL should be starting right now, too.
Yeah, true.
But what are they going to do with their... I mean, hockey, those guys are a whole different breed of professional athletes. So I've seen them pick their own teeth out on the bench and get back out there and keep playing.
Yeah.
But, they still have to do all their off-season stuff, too. Wheel and deal in free agency.
The only 2 sports really didn't get fully affected by this whole pandemic is... baseball and football.
Yeah, well, I mean, baseball season got cut into
a small chunk,
less than half. Which, cool with that because 160 games is a lot of games.
It's a lot of games. But it's also we're going to transition to baseball right now. I really do like how the 60-game season kind of played out and made it super competitive.
Yes, no, I was a big fan of the competitive. Now, don't get me wrong. I didn't get my All-Star break. I didn't get my home run derby action. I'm a big fan.
What should have been in Los Angeles? Sorry.
Yes, should have. Just like WrestleMania should be in Hollywood this year, but it's not.
Wrong channel. We're on the wrong channel.
I'm just saying, as a fan, I am upset. Okay. Just getting that out there. Because I don't get to vent that part. I don't get to be on that show.
Sorry.
The Champ's on there, which is fine. The Champ's a great guy. I don't know why you have to... He was walking around with an ice bag on his head earlier. What was that all about? I mean,
I don't know.
Did he bump? Did he slip?
I think he might have fallen in the hallway earlier through headquarters.
Yeah, it might have been...
We had a new janitor here. Kind of not the greatest.
He made it a little too slick, and he just hit his head on the wall.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I mean, he wasn't too keen on talking about it when I walked by him, but neither here nor there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we'll see how all this new off-season madness plays out, and again, I like the shorter season of baseball, and they'll get a roll happily right on through.
And then going back to baseball, we did have the Dodgers beating the Padres.
Yes.
Sorry, Padre fans. We did have the Yankees losing to the Devil Rays. Or not Devil Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays. I do apologize.
Not the Devil Rays anymore.
Yes, I do apologize.
Yeah.
We also did have the Astros moving along as well. Oh well. And we have the Braves moving along as well. The Braves and the Dodgers are playing. They are leading right now up on the series.
Let's be real, the Braves are slapping the Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers made a good comeback tonight.
They did
make
a
lost 8-7, but they were down 5-0 at one point.
Yes, they were.
But
they are leading the series right now 2-0, and also right now it is. I think it was Tampa Bay. Was it Tampa Bay leading?
Yeah, Tampa Bay was leading 5-2, I believe.
But they are leading
right now.
But they are leading the series, though.
I believe so.
Yes,
I believe so. Fact check us if we're wrong. We're going to check ourselves right now.
I'm going to fact check myself right now. Tampa Bay is leading currently 2-0 in the series, and they are leading bottom of the 8th right now, 5-2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little worried about the Dodgers. They're in have to win mode now because one more loss and it's done. It's good night, and they choke away another postseason. Sorry, that's saying as a Dodger fan, Dodgers choke in the postseason. It's a frequent occurrence. They can go undefeated the whole season. Come postseason. It's like the old adage, not about how you start, it's about how you finish.
And the Dodgers are playing extremely well. Even through the first 2 playoff games, they're playing extremely well.
Yeah, playing great baseball.
Yeah.
Great
so
baseball.
Hopefully they can turn it around and we can bring it home.
And hopefully the Rays can beat the Astros because I can't stand the Astros.
No one can stand the Astros.
No,
Terrible.
And if they make it into the World Series, I think that'll just be another testament to how 2020 has gone so far.
But yeah,
I really do. You know,
that's our baseball upset. Hopefully, like we said, we got some things going on. If the Rays and Astros do finish up by the time we are done here, we will
update you.
We'll let you know. Let's get into some football.
Yeah, some football. So first, let's start off with Dak Prescott, his ankle, RIP to Dak Prescott's ankle, because that thing got compound fracture and the full dislocation. He's looking at least 4 to 6 months of rehab alone.
4 to 8 months.
4 to 8, unless I was 4 to 6. But yeah, 4 to 8 months of rehab. But you know he had his surgery on that ankle same day.
Oh!
They got him into that hospital, surgery done same day.
Oh my God! Okay, Dak Prescott, man, you impressed me on that one. Man.
Yeah. So I mean, but think about it though. That's a big surgery. That's almost like borderline what happened to Alex Smith.
Almost. Alex Smith was more severe.
Yeah, it was more.
Yeah, it was more.
The
big bone area. Yeah. Oh God, I can't even think about Alex Smith as. Oh.
Yeah. Which fun side note. Which I graciously
Alex Smith made his debut back in the NFL as Dak Prescott breaks his ankle.
Hey, you gotta, sacrifice a soul to get a soul.
I didn't even think about that.
Avengers stuff right there.
Wow.
But no, so back on Alex Smith's injury. Did you know that on that day, Jay Gruden had benched their starting running back of that day because Jay Gruden had found out that him and the running back were seeing the same girl.
That's right, I remember this story.
And
yes.
The backup running back, who was not the better pass blocker of the two, missed that block that cost Alex Smith the last almost 2 years. Now, who's to say that the starting running back at the time makes that block? Who knows? But, hey, Jay Gruden, how does that make you feel?
Hey, how does it make you feel to have your return against Aaron Donald, though?
And your first play, you instantly get sacked by him. Yeah.
I think because they showed his wife up in the stands with all his kids. Just think about how she felt as she watched him take that first hit.
Oh, yeah, she was probably super nervous. I mean, anyway, he was probably nervous, too. But I will say, props to Alex Smith. There were some times where he was dead to rights, and he did some gracious old man moving and weaving, getting out of there and getting down safe.
Yeah.
So props to him on that. But yes.
Welcome back to the league, Alex.
Yes, but Dak,
we pray for you, man.
Yeah, that's don't get me wrong. We always root against these guys, but when serious injuries like that do happen, it is another person out there when you drop the uniform that they're wearing. Because as much as you hate them, the second they come to your team, man, you're going to love them. And I'll say this much. We both are not Tom Brady fans whatsoever. Him via the tuck rule, me 2 Super Bowls against him, and when they spied on the Rams in practice. But I'll tell you what, the second TB12 would put on a Rams or a Raiders uniform, we would bite our lips, bite the bullet, and go TB. So...
Yeah,
because you're loyal.
And it was a real close thing there for a while for me. He was going to...
Yeah, he was. Look, he bought property in Vegas, too, which you were sweating pellets because... I was going to buy you that Eli Apple jersey because you love him so much. I'd have gotten you a TB12 jersey all the way. But also moving on. So also this week, the Denver and Patriots game got postponed. They will be playing it in another date here because another Patriots player did come down with a positive result on there. We're not going to name the name of what they positive for, but another positive result. And the Bills and Titans game that happened tonight was also in jeopardy until this morning, and they're actually, I was reading, imposing more regulation testing. Now they're going to be doing game day testing as well, so they're going to be testing when they arrive at the stadium now as well, because before they were just testing the day before. Now the second they arrive at the arena or at the stadium, they will be testing there. And I was also reading that the NFL's chief medical officer is not ruling out a potential mid-season shutdown because of,
we don't need a shutdown.
The Titans have 26 positive cases right now.
Yeah, but that's not what we need right now. We don't need to shut down.
I mean, fortunately, it's just on the 2 teams right now. It's not getting out of hand, and they don't say exactly who. Obviously, it hasn't been any of the major players.
Yeah.
But we will see what happens and how it goes, because NFL is the only sport that really, you can't really play in a bubble per se.
Can't play in the bubble.
Yeah, but we'll see how it goes. On to other news.
Mr. Dan Quinn, like the instinct says, bye. You are now fired. You are gone.
You are gone, Rhea, sir.
When you have probably one of the more talented teams in the NFL and you just cannot get a win.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
And personally, I mean...
Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dan Quinn and the GM. I don't know the GM's name, but he's gone too.
And I would say, too, this is a good time for the Falcons to just go into fire sale mode.
Yeah.
Just unload, get picks, send Julio Jones off to a team that, can give him a rightful run at the Super Bowl. Man, imagine if Julio Jones went to Tampa Bay with TB12.
Can you imagine him going to any other team that has a legitimate chance to win right now?
Imagine he goes to the Packers right now with the way Aaron Rodgers is playing. Or Russell Wilson, the way he's throwing the ball. Ooh, that'd be scary.
What about my boy? DC?
Yeah, he'd be above average at that point.
Ouch. Kind of hurt a little bit.
But it would be a good pickup for the Raiders, though, because they have an impossibly young wide receiving.
But we'll get into that game later.
They should go into fire sale mode, just like the Jets, who just today, a handful of hours ago, released Le'Veon Bell. I think they are in tank mode. They are going to go for the 0-16 record. But I have one friend. You know who you are if you're watching, who is a big Jets fan, and he is hoping for T. Law out of Clemson.
Oh, or Lawson?
Yes.
Looking forward
to come. But now here's, I will say, the Jets have a lot more building to do than just getting a new quarterback and hoping all goes well. It's like buying a rundown house and just putting some curtains up and saying it's good now. Yeah.
It's like buying a rundown house, putting a sub paint in the front, putting some grass, and saying, "Oh, look, it's all fixed." It's not.
Yeah, no, you have a lot of inner workings left to do there.
The Jets are the new Browns.
Yes, the Jets have officially become what the Browns were for the last 20 years almost.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
You're really on that one.
Yeah, that was good. So, but anyways, moving on. Let's cover some of the games. Let's start. Let's just start with tonight's game because it's fresh.
Do you want to go over what our picks were?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's go over our picks.
Let's go over the picks from last week, gentlemen.
So, last week, Mr. Adam here ended at an astonishing 11-3. Good job, Adam. Everyone give him a round of applause. I finished at 8-6. Both of us winning records so far. I went with a little bit more of the risque picks because I like to live my life on the razor's edge a little bit with my football picking, which brings our season totals. Adam currently sitting at 20-9, and I am sitting at a staggering 18-11, nipping
at the
heels right now.
Let's go over some of the games.
So let's start with the games. Let's just start with tonight's game since it's fresh. The Titans and the Bills.
Derrick Henry run the ball like a man.
Yeah, that is a man running the ball. I got to catch some of the first half of the game. And I watched Derrick Henry run straight into 2 linebackers and stand the both of them up. That is a lot of dude. And I'm not going to lie, the Titans' first possession from Tannehill, first throw, A.J. Brown into the end zone, 1 throw, done. That was clean, nasty. Making probably what I feel is, and I will argue to death, is the best defense in the league, looking like the Jets' defense this week. Now, 42-16 final score.
42-16. Now I gotta honestly say that we were both on the Bills Mafia over here.
Yes,
thinking that they are probably one of the toughest teams out there. Now, can you just say it's because they're playing on Tuesday, messes up their mental precipitation of, it's not Sunday, it's not Monday, it's not Thursday, or are they just catching them on an off night, or are the Bills really not that good?
So I think the Bills are that good. Mm-hmm. I think they are. Yes, the Titans came off of their bye week for this year, but every team's going to face that, so there's no pass from there. I think the Titans brought it tonight, and the Bills weren't ready.
Okay.
I think the Titans they brought the smoke, and
the
Derrick Henry was running with a purpose. Ryan Tannehill was looking fantastic, slinging the ball out there, and I don't think the Bills were ready for what the Titans brought. They made them remember the day they played the Titans.
That's good.
So
good Denzel there.
You like that?
Good.
I even went down for the.
Yeah, that was good.
I hit it high, and I dropped it down. Dropped it down. Moving on, we'll go to the Thursday night game, which I am really happy to talk about. The Bucks and the Bears. Sorry, TB12, but you just can't beat Nick Foles, can you?
You can't beat Nick Foles.
You can't beat the mouth breather. Eli Manning.
Did you also see how Khalil Mack just ran over the right tackle from Tampa Bay?
I did not get to see that.
So Khalil Mack is probably one of my favorite players. He was a former Raider. I still look at him as probably one of those phenomenal defensive players in the league right now. And he just ran over Tristan Wirth like he was a child. This is a 6'6", 330-pound man who can just jump out of a pool, out of 4 feet of pool. And here's Khalil Mack just saying, "Sit down, son.
Yeah.
It's not your time."
Yeah, it's not your time. Go back.
Yeah.
Did he get a run over TV after that?
Yes, he did.
Oh, yes. I wish I could have seen that. I like when TV gets run over. But yeah, Nick Foles is the new kryptonite for Tom Brady now. So anyone who's making that postseason run and wants to get after TB12, trade for Nick Foles.
Or get Eli Manning as your quarterback coach.
Just have them there on the sideline. Put them both on the team together.
They both
starter and backup.
Yeah, and they're just in there. Yes, Tom Brady.
Yes. Excellent.
You see Tom Brady? Right. You good, TV? I'm good.
Right. Have someone dressed as like Emperor Palpatine behind Nick Foles and Eli Manning. Good.
Do it. Okay,
but
next game. Sorry, we get
moving on. Anyways, the Bears squeaking that one out by 20-19. Next, we have the Panthers and the Falcons. Go Panthers. No one was expecting much from them. I wasn't expecting
especially after McCaffrey went down.
I didn't even pick them. I thought the Falcons were going to get their first W of the season on the good old Panthers, and I was wrong. Panthers edged out 23-16. Todd Gurley, by the way, I'm touching that. Finally had a great game. He rushed the ball 14 times for over 100 yards and a touchdown. So
he's raising his stock to get traded.
Yep. Maybe he might be coming back to LA. Who knows? Maybe we get him back on a trade.
And he's going to take a different number now.
Right? I'd be so happy and upset at the same time. Anyways, moving on. The Raiders and the Chiefs. You're going to be really happy about this one. Interdivision game. Raiders came to play.
We came to play. I watched the whole game as a Raider fan as I am, and I'm not going to say that we did outplay the Chiefs, but we outplayed the Chiefs in the second half of that game.
Yes.
Because Patrick Mahomes was just sitting there in the pocket, carving us up like we were Thanksgiving dinner, and then all of a sudden the pass rush came in. The defense lined up in the backfield correctly. The DBs played right, and it was off. And Derek Carr finally looking like the elite quarterback he was from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's just looking good, throwing bombs. You got Henry Ruggs in there. You got Nelson Aguilar going. Got Josh Jacobs, Devin Booker.
Mr. Waller.
Mr. Darren Waller.
The baller. And then, I got to catch most of the game, too, from what I saw of it. Raiders defense, they showed up by far. By far out of the two teams, I feel the Raiders have the better defense out of the two. Mm-hmm. And at one point in time, the Raiders did have a substantial lead. Patrick Mahomes started doing what Patrick Mahomes does,
and then
they were running at the end there for a little comeback action that they would have gotten the ball back and scored and made a 2-point conversion. They could have tied the game, but hey, Raiders came to play. They finally handed the Chiefs their first L. It was bound to happen, and you're just happy it was the Raiders that handed it to them. So, but don't be surprised if the Chiefs go on another run.
The smack talking I did the next one was great.
Yeah, and hey, now you have a new thing now. You got to pick against your team because you picked the Chiefs.
Oh, damn it.
On that one there. But moving on, the Cardinals and the Jets. Cardinals winning 30-10. Not much to talk about in that game. I'm sorry, Oscar, we're not going to talk about the Jets a little bit more. But hey, you're in the market for a new running back now.
Sorry, OG.
Yeah, sorry. Next, the Eagles and the Steelers. Pretty competitive match, I must say.
More competitive than that was going to be.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout-out to Mr. Hold on here. To the Steelers rookie wide receiver, Chase Claypool, having 13 receptions for 261 yards with 4 touchdowns. I looked it up. He put up about, I think it was almost 50 fantasy points for the one person out there in the world, because he's a free agent in my leagues. But the one person out there in the world who picked him up and played him this week. Good on you for being the guru of the week.
That one guy who actually has him in his fantasy league.
And now everyone's probably going to snatch him up thinking he's going to repeat that business. But hey, great work on you there, buddy.
Mr. Claypool.
Yeah, fantastic. Rookie wide receiver. But it was a competitive game for the most part.
I was surprised it was a competitive game. I thought the Steelers were just going to come out and romp, but they didn't.
Yeah, but it was good. Great game. I think the Steelers were leading for pretty much the whole game. I didn't get a catch.
I caught some of the game. It was more competitive than I expected it to be. But I just don't get how Philadelphia is still not playing like Philadelphia should be playing.
Carson Wentz is playing terrible this year.
I know he is, but still.
In each of his last, I think it was 7 seasons, or last couple of seasons, he threw 7 interceptions all season long. This year, he's already thrown like 8 or 9. So, we will see.
Regressing season for Mr. Carson Wentz.
Moving on, Rams and Washington. Rams winning 30-10.
We kind of touched on it earlier.
Yeah, we touched on it a little bit earlier. But I will say, again, it was another one of those slow starts for the Rams. Just coming out there. There was a brief moment in time where Washington was winning by 1 point because the Rams kicker shanked the extra point in the beginning of the game, which now that's his second missed extra point in, I think, 3 games. So he's living on the razor's edge of keeping his job. But let me just say, Aaron Donald came to play.
Yeah, he did.
He recorded 4 sacks that game, tying his career high with a forced fumble. By the way, I just want to point this out. The Rams' entire pass rush. I know it's not a lot saying from, coming from the going against Washington here, but let me just count this out here. The Rams defense as an entirety had, let's see here, hold on. Let's see, there's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total sacks. 3 of them coming from Mr. Troy Reeder, 4 of them coming from Aaron Donald, and 1 coming from Jachai Polite.
Say that name 4 times fast.
Right? No, impossible. But the Rams pass rush definitely came to play this game. And, the Rams are starting to look like the Rams of a couple of years ago. So hopefully, I'm excited for it as a fan. Hopefully, they will keep it running here. What did my phone do to me here, Adam? Why did my notes go away? Why is it doing this to me right now?
Just go like this.
There we go. Yeah. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. Next, moving on, the Bengals and the Ravens. And the Ravens thoroughly taking the Bengals. But I will say I had some hope for my boy, Joe Burrow. But, hey, I mean, Ravens, I was just going on a whim there, hoping. So,
hoping the momentum kept him going.
But I want to point this out to Mark Ingram having a very regressing year.
Yeah.
Ravens are kind of going with a 4-headed monster now back there. They're about to be the 5-headed Hydra. Everyone's about to go Hail Hydra when they come up against the Ravens there.
That'll be interesting.
He's running low this year. I know because I picked him for my fantasy team thinking he was going to have another 1,000-yard year like last year, but not. Anyways, next, the Texans.
So we have the Texans and the Jaguars, and Romeo Cannell does take over as the Texans' intermediate head coach.
Interim.
Intermediate. My bad. Yeah. Intermediate.
It's not a difficulty level. It's just, a time being filled. But anyways, Texans taking their first W of the year against my boy Minshew Mania, sadly. But, I mean, hey, Jacksonville, what do you expect when you trade away everything there? And I just want to touch on this, by the way, because this angers me a lot.
Uh-oh.
This angers me. And it happens to me all the time. All right, every year, Fantasy Football League here, all my big players get hurt. All of them. I got Chubb out on IR. I got Austin Eckler out on IR. I had Tyreek Cohen go out on IR before that. I also had Adam Lazard go out on IR, right? And then I've had to worry about Edelman with his games getting delayed, and even with Derrick Henry getting his games delayed. But Brandon Cooks, Brandon Cooks, I had you. I started you for 4 weeks. Last 4 weeks I've started you, done absolutely nothing. And I was in desperation. When it came to the chopping block, I chopped you clean. No hesitation. And you know what? You go out and you have yourself a 160-yard receiving game with a touchdown. That grinds my gears.
You know they would have a big game because they just fired O'Brien.
Still, Cooks was just not meshing, and then I get rid of him, and he blows up.
Sorry, buddy. Next game we have
the Finns slapping
the
Niners. I know everyone can say it's their backup squad, it's the B team, but you know what? You know what? Fitzmagic still got it. 43-17. Love me some Fitzmagic there. Moving on, we have probably what I thought was going to be one of the better game of the week was the Browns and the Colts. And Odell, again, taking the Browns all the way. Browns look good. Defense, they look good.
Mayfield,
offensively, they look good. And I mean, the Colts are still looking good too. I mean, they're going to be a contender this year, no doubt. With
especially in that division. The division,
Mr. Felipe Rivera there. But anyways, moving on to the next game. What I thought was probably the best game of the whole week, most competitive game of the entire week, was the Giants and the Cowboys. Now,
we did talk about Dak and his injury.
We did talk about Dak and his injury, which brought in the Red Rifle, the Red Rocket, the Gingerbread Man, Andy Dalton.
Who looked pretty good, actually.
Yeah, but let me put it to this. The Giants were ahead for a big chunk of that game, and they were keeping up with a very dominant Cowboys offense.
Yes, very.
Now, is that a testament to, is that just because it's an interdivision game? Because interdivision games always play. Is the Cowboys defense really that horrible? Or are the Giants maybe finally starting to click on offense a little bit?
I'm going to say two things. I think, one, the Giants are starting to click a little bit better. The offense still struggling slightly. I think it's because of the lack of weapons and the lack of Barkley not being there.
Yeah.
Two, the defense for the Cowboys, I don't think they're bad per se. I think they have a lot of little holes that need to be fixed.
Like the lines, Swiss cheese holes.
The defensive line is not playing up to par. The linebackers are playing okay, but the secondary is really getting burnt up hard.
Yes, no, that is evident. But Danny Dimes, man, he was doing what Danny Dimes do. He's throwing some dimes. Mm-hmm. Now, if they did have, Saquon back, I'm sure their offense would have a lot different presence. I'm sure there would be a little more focus on Saquon and a lot less on the passing game, which would open it up for Mr. Daniel Dimes. Yeah. But they do have Devontae Freeman back there, who's he's not a terrible back.
He's not terrible back, but he's not. But he's not Saquon, though.
No, he's not Saquon, but I will say Le'Veon's on the market now. Maybe the Giants pick him up. Maybe the Giants pick him up. Steve, I'm talking to you. I know you're going to like that move if Le'Veon Bell goes to the Giants. So maybe they are in need of a running back with...
Yeah, I like that idea, actually. I think it would probably be pretty well for them.
Pick him up for the remainder of the year.
Pick him up for the remainder of the year.
Imagine Saquon and Le'Veon Bell as a two-headed monster. Ooh, that's a lot of running back. Don't get me wrong, Le'Veon Bell is not what he was. Fun fact on Le'Veon Bell. You want to hear another fun fact? You know when the last time Le'Veon Bell had a 20-plus yard rush was?
December 2017.
Yeah. High five. Good job on that one. You saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a head scratcher because considering he played all of last year. I know he held out for 2018, and then he played for all of last year. Didn't have 120-plus yard.
He's a terrible coach. That's why.
But anyways, so that was a great game. But Cowboys eked it out in the end there. Legatron nailing the game-winning field goal, preventing it from going to overtime. Next, we have the Vikings and the Seahawks.
Good game.
I didn't get to see much of it, but 27-26, the Vikings really surprised. I think the Vikings were leading for most of the game.
DJ Metcalf, though,
coming out. DK Metcalf, he's going to rule wide receivers in a couple of years here. Once he gets a little more experience under his belt,
gets a better route running. That's the thing. He's just so physical against these DBs that he just muscles them around. And if he can just clean up his route running a little bit, he will be the most dominant, probably wide receiver we've seen in the league
since Calvin Johnson.
Yeah, I would give you that.
Now, but I will say though, I think a real testament to DK Metcalf will be when they play the Rams and he has to line up across from Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
That will be because that's where the mental game comes in. Because Jalen Ramsey, as we saw last week against Golden Tate, he can get into your head a lot.
Yeah.
So we will see how. But I think DK Metcalf, if he can, because he's big, he's fast, he has all the tools to just crush at wide receiver. But he's just got to crisp up the routes and be smarter with it. Because just as it shows it with some of those, wide receivers as they got old, like Jerry Rice, for example. He had a long career. It's not that he was getting any faster. Say Jerry Rice was losing steps as the years went on, but he was smarter, he was fluid and smooth, and he still ran crisp, clean routes, and he still, tore it up as an old man.
Yeah.
Even when he went to the Raiders.
Yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, good game. Next, moving on, we have the Chargers and the Saints. Another
closer game.
Close game. Overtime went into. My man, Herbert Henry. He looked good. Honestly, he's a real deal.
Yeah,
I think he's going to be the real deal. I think. Now, here's the real question. Who would you rather have, Herbert or Burrow?
Ooh, I think I still rather have Burrow.
You think you'd rather have Burrow?
Yeah, because he's going to have the better career overall once you put some talent around him.
You think so?
Yeah, because Herbert is just... I don't think he's good because of the team he's on. I think he's really good because of the supporting cast around him. Keenan Allen, some of the running backs he's got out there. The team is very talented, and it's showing his ability.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is really good for him. Joe Burrow is a stud with nobody.
Yeah, I mean, who would have AJ Green if he wasn't recovering from getting hurt and getting hurt again, by the way. By the way, too, touching back on all the leg injuries that have happened. Sammy Watkins out with a hamstring as well. Adrian Green went out again. I think he tore his hamstring as well. Or
Dak Prescott with the ankle.
Yeah, too many leg injuries this year.
Yeah,
too many. This is getting out of hand. And even on Dak Prescott's, I know we're jumping back a game here, but Dak Prescott's leg injury, that ankle breaking, that's because the defender went for the legs. They're all going for these legs, and it's just killing these guys. Yeah. Killing them.
Okay, and then we have tonight's game, which we
already covered. Good week in football. Very exciting week. Some very competitive games, as a matter of fact, here. Sorry. I got upset and threw the paper on the ground. Anyways, let's move on to week 6 and what we're going to have here. So, let me know. Oh, by the way, no Thursday night game for week 6.
Wasn't that supposed to be the Patriots playing on Thursday night this week?
I'm not sure, actually. But anyways, let's just run through this week. We'll see how it goes. We do have a doubleheader on Monday night next week as well. So
hold on, please. Okay.
All right, so start with the first game. We have the Titans and the Texans.
I'm going to take the Titans.
I'm going to go with the Titans as well, and they're going to remember the day they played the Titans. Mm-hmm. Moving on, we have the Bengals and the Colts. This should be a pretty good matchup here.
Yeah. I think I'm going to take the Colts on this game.
Yeah, I'm going
just for the better overall team.
Yeah, I'm going with Colts too. But hey, go Bengals, go Burrow. Next, we have the Falcons and the Vikings. I'm going Vikings on this one.
You're going to take the Vikes?
Yeah. Are you going to go with the Fabulous Falcons?
I think we'll take the Falcons.
Go with the Dirty Birds?
Yeah.
Okay, Adam's going with the Dirty Birds. You heard it here.
I'm going to take the Falcons for one reason, because Dan Quinn just got fired. So they're going to bring the new coach in, and they're going to play hard for the new coach.
Yeah. Next, we have the game that should have been played this last week, the Broncos and the Patriots. I'm going with
I'm going to take the Pats.
You're going Pats?
I'm going to take the Pats.
I'm going to go Denver.
Denver, I like it.
Because I don't think Cam Newton's going to be back for this game.
We'll see.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be back for this game, but so that for that reason, I'm going with Denver on that one. Next, we have another thrilling matchup in the NFC East, which, by the way, the Cowboys are a 2-win team with a 1-win lead in their division.
Sad, right?
We have the Washington football team and the Giants. And you know what? I'm going with Danny Dimes. I'm doing it. I'm going with the Dimes on this one. Dimes are going to be dropping all over the place. He's going to be making it hail with all those dimes. You going to go with Washington football team?
I think I'm going to take the Washington football team.
Okay, how are you taking the Washington football team? You know Alex Smith isn't starting, right?
I know he's not starting.
You know who's Washington's normal?
Haskins.
Haskins, yeah, because Haskins didn't play against the Rams, but he wasn't even in the stadium, by the way, because he was at home with some stomach flu. They said he tested negative, but he had some other ailments, so they just told him to stay home. That's when they had.
I forget the other guy they have.
I'm drawing a blank, but they had him, and he got knocked out cold, by the way, by Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
Which took him out. Oh, they had, it was, Allen. Kyle Allen? Kyle Allen, yeah. He was Carolina's quarterback last year. He subbed in for Cam Newton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And him. He got knocked out. Anyways, so you're going with the Washington football team?
I'm going to go Washington football team.
Okay.
Just because it's two teams. I know the Giants are playing really, really well, but I just think this might be a trap game for the Giants. Where they're gonna play down to Washington's level, and I think Washington was.
And I just want you to know the Giants are favored to win.
Are they really? How much are they favored?
By 3 points.
Wow, I'm shocked. Okay, next game for us.
Next, we have the Eagles and the Ravens.
I'm gonna take the Ravens on this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Ravens as well. Sorry, Philadelphia, but you are just not playing that hot these days right now. Next, this should be a fantastic game. We have another interdivision game. The Browns and the Steelers.
Ooh, it's going to be a really, really good game, I think.
Yeah,
but I think the Browns are playing better than the Steelers are.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the Browns on this one. Mostly because when Myles Garrett comes around that corner...
he's angry.
He's angry, and sorry, Big Ben, but you are a little too big to be swift. But I will say... I think it's going to take Myles Garrett a lot more than a helmet to take down Big Ben.
Yeah. Ha ha. Okay, next game.
Next, we have... I picked the Browns, right?
Yeah, you did.
Right, we're both taking the Browns this time?
We're like Odell.
Okay, taking the Rolling Brown out here. Next, we have the Bears and Carolina.
I'm trying to take the Bears on this.
You're taking the Bears? I'm going Panthers.
Panthers, I like it.
Teddy Bridgewater, they're playing good. They're playing strong. So I'm going with Carolina. Go ahead and raise up for Carolina. Next, we have the Lions and Minshew Mania. 2 1-win teams. I am going to go with... Where are they playing? Hold on.
They're playing in Jacksonville.
They're playing in Jayville. You know what? I'm going to go with the Lions. I'm picking Detroit on this one.
You're going to take the Lions on this one?
Yeah.
My pen can write here. I'm going to take the Jags.
You're going Minshew Mania. I like it. Hopefully it turns out, for me, what happened with you is I pick against Minshew Mania and he actually wins. But yeah, I'm going with the Lions. I mean, they have a better passing attack. And
they're the better team overall.
Yeah, better
but
team
I say again, this will probably be a trap game for the Lions.
It's a trap. Next, we have the Jets and the Finns. Another inter-division matchup. And I got to go with Fitzmagic all the way.
Same here.
I'm going with Fitzy and the Finns. Next, this will be a good one. We have Green Bay and the Bucks. We have Aaron Rodgers and TB12 getting to face off. And it's almost an even game. Packers only favored win by 1.5 points. But with the way he's playing right now, I'm going to go with the bad man, Aaron Rodgers.
Same here.
I'm going with the
I'm going to go with the better quarterback on this one.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the better quarterback on this one, especially right now. TB12, great quarterback, great career, but Aaron Rodgers, bad
man right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to really prove this here.
Yeah, he's putting on the Marshall hat right now. Sunday night game of the week, we have the Rams and the 49ers.
Rams.
Going Rams. Sorry, 49ers backup squad, but going Rams all day long. And we have a double-header on Monday, which this first game, by the way, is getting played at 2 p.m.
Apologize.
Our time.
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
So we get a 2 o'clock game on Monday, and that is the Chiefs and the Bills.
Jesus.
Bills coming off of the loss. So are the Chiefs. And we all know when the Chiefs offense gets angry, it gets angry.
I'm going to take the Chiefs because I think Andy Reid's going to come ready.
Yeah, no, I'm going with Chiefs too. Chiefs are definitely going to bring the heat in this game. And
even though I like the Bills to win this game.
Yeah, but I'm going with Chiefs. Next, we have the Cardinals and the Boys for the final Monday night.
I'm going to take the Cards.
You're going with the Cards. I mean, the Cowboys' defense is like Swiss cheese these days. And, I mean, we got Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's not a terrible quarterback. He didn't do horrid at all in Cincinnati. I think this game, the boys are going to come and play for Prescott. I'm going with the boys.
Okay, Cowboys.
I'm going with the boys. As much as I want to say the Cardinals, I want the Cardinals to lose also. Mm-hmm. Obviously, my division. Duh.
Do we got anything?
I'm going with the boys for this week in the.
So we got some differences in the probably the sleeper games, but it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. No, it will be very interesting. I'm just seeing. Let's see. Want to just make sure we are covering some of the big news here.
Oh, do we get a game? Do we get in for the baseball game?
Oh yes. Check on the baseball game. Did we get a final?
I'm looking at it right now. We are on the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Tampa Bay leading 5-2. So it looks like Tampa Bay is going to take that game home.
And also, I just saw. Fun little side thing here. The New Orleans Saints have begun discussions with LSU to start hosting their home games in LSU's stadium.
Oh, so they can play outside?
Yeah, probably for the sake of being outdoors.
For the fans?
Yeah. They would, but... Okay, yeah, so it looks like that they might do it for the outside. They might start letting the fans in, who knows. But hey, that would be interesting as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
To go with them there. I think that's it. That's all we got covered in the wide world of sports. Like I said, we have a lot of interesting off-season things about to happen with NHL and the NBA. Mm-hmm. NFL is still they're
pumping along.
They're pumping along. These leg injuries got to stop though.
Yeah,
they have to stop. I'm getting tired of seeing these guys go down with leg injuries because. Now, Dak Prescott's ankle injury, that is borderline career ender. What could be a fantastic... Because he was playing this year. I know he wanted that Mahomes money that no quarterback's probably ever going to see, but he was playing like he wanted it. And, it sucks to see that go down. And all these other guys, too. I mean, Saquon's out. I mean, half of the 49ers are all out. Yeah. You have guys just going...
Oh, but I did hear that Jimmy G will be coming back. I think it's this week.
The most gorgeous man in all of football?
Yeah, but he should be back next week.
And, hey, if someone's got to look good handing off the football, and
he does look good.
I saw this thing. Some guy went and edited a bunch of NFL players and coaches and said if they, NFL players and coaches if they were fat.
Oh yeah, that was really
Jimmy
funny.
G. And Jimmy G as a fat man he's still a handsome devil.
We are gorgeous.
I gotta give it. No, not you, Jimmy G.
I'm gorgeous.
You're ingorgeous. It's okay. But yeah, that's it for our week in the wide world of sports, and nothing but the sports. So help the sports,
guys. If you got anything else that you want us to talk about, if you want us to talk about some college stuff going on, I know we got a lot of college games going on. We're not really touching on that.
Yes, maybe we'll start touching on some of the college games. Probably focus more on, because there's so much of it, more of the more people that are in the top 10, top 15 rankings in there. I know it is the Big 12. I believe is going to start their season.
I believe so.
Very, very soon here, and I think the Pac-12 are right there as well, starting their season very, very soon. Yeah. So we'll see how college football handles that out. Who knows if they're going to run the college playoffs again for it, or the championship game.
We'll see.
Who knows what they're going to run, but
2020, anything can happen this year.
Yeah. So, but we'll see. But until then. In the meantime,
please, guys, if you have anything you want us to talk about, please don't be shy in the comments. We do listen to it. We do try to reply back to as much as we can. If you want to talk about something, we will talk about it. If you want to talk about, we're talking about sports, so in the big wide world of sports, if you want to talk about gaming sports, if you guys want to talk about, whatever crazy sports are out there.
And if you know us and you have a direct line to us, and there's something you want us to talk about that involves any form of sports, let us know. We'll put it on here because we like hooking up the homies with stuff that they want to hear. And all you other beautiful people out there that don't have a direct line, guess what? You have a direct line. It's in the comments section. You just got to click and type away on the keyboard, and we will read it, and we will give the people what they want, because we are all about people power.
And if we don't get to you on the comments, we do have an Instagram as well.
We do have an Instagram. Yes, we are building up our Instagram. It is going to be incredible, stupendous, amazing. I think we'll hit 100 followers by the end of the month.
Slide into the DMs, comment, anything you want to do like that. We do listen, guys. We are very interactive. We do try to talk as much as we can to you guys. And if you people who do not know us, if you have not yet known us, how you doing?
Yeah, and get to know us, because we're fantastic people.
We do have a second show that does play on this channel. It is all about the worldwide wrestling going on right now.
Yes.
It is a very fun time on that channel.
Graciously hosted by my cohort here, Adam, and the Champ. So you will get to, and if you're curious about who the Champ is, tune in to the wrestling channel to see who the Champ really is. And I just want to touch really quick. I think you got your work cut out for you against him at Hell in a Cell.
I got it.
I think you got your work cut out against him. And I know I heard something of some stipulation you want to do. He's got to talk over with his people right now. So we'll see. I'll probably know before you know, because like I said, the Champ likes me a lot more than you.
That's fine.
But we'll see.
When you see him later on today, ask him how his head feels.
Yeah, no, I'm sure I'll probably see him before I leave. So, because he has a "No Adam Allowed" sign on his door, so obviously, you can't be within 10 feet of his dressing room door. So, but I'll see how he's doing with the head.
He's got his dressing room, I got mine. We have a huge headquarters here.
Yeah, no, huge headquarters. See, if you notice, we're in a different location today in our headquarters.
Yes, we are.
We're moving on up to the second floor. So, but until then, in the meantime, in between time, watch some sports. Let us know what you want us to talk about, and we are